Hi friends, in Planet Earth Dating, it's Saturday, September 5th, 2015. In the Lynn-Body-Mind we have me, Ra, also Luce, Pan, and Glenn. Black Wolf and Asha are in the Jamie Body-Mind. Other teammates in other aspects of the physical dimension, we are all in the physical dimension and all in the subatomic, the way many of you are thinking of this.
That's true.
We have had an awful lot of challenges with interdimensional communication, this past several days being no exception to that. And it seems that that's what we're supposed to be working with during the videoed portion of our work this morning. It's possible we have that wrong. It's possible the work will take a different turn. We aren't going to pull on the session, but we believe that that's where we're headed.
That's true.
With that in the background, we're going with the foundational intention, which is to do what is ours to do right now in all dimensions, to manifest the divine plan. In other words, to trigger the awakening right now. The data clearly showing what's needed is to provide a collective restart. The data also clearly showing an interdimensional approach is crucial. It won't happen without it.
That's true.
With that, it begins. Stating the intention to do what is ours to do right now, to heal these interdimensional communications issues right now.
That's true.
And I'm seeing a panel of people, and they all look dumpy and out of shape.
That's true.
And they don't seem to like that word dumpy, and they don't like the label of being out of shape, but the truth is the truth.
That's true.
I start to see what seems like the surface level of the planets, of the physical dimension that we're working out of up there. It's planets.
It's true.
It's just planets, planet upon planet.
That's
This
true.
is possibly why our attention has been brought to the planets in the pre-dawn hours.
That could be.
Planets. We're just looking at planet upon planet upon planet, and they're dumpy and out of shape. And, I'm sorry that you don't like those terms. Help us say it more accurately. And I hear the joke, I'm not out of shape, I'm round. Round is a shape.
That's a really gross joke.
That's an old joke.
That's true. It's an excuse is what it is.
Yes, you're flabby and out of shape.
That's true.
What now?
What now?
What do I know? I know that when physical presences have a problem that seems to be commonplace, that often when we look into the non-physical dimensions associated with that level of physicality, we find the same problems.
That's true.
For example, here on Planet Crazy, there's a huge problem with people living in the lie.
That's true.
And the more we pay attention to the higher dimensions associated with Planet Crazy, the more that we see that there's also a problem with living in the lie.
That's true.
And that as above, so below.
That's
as
true.
below,
So above.
And so if we have a lineup of planets who are flabby and dumpy and out of shape, game theory
says that the non-physical associated with them is also dumpy, flabby, and out of shape.
Right.
That's true. Drawing the focus up.
Live streaming up. What now? How may we be of service right now? To improve interdimensional communications right now and provide a collective restart right now.
That's true.
There seems to be a lot of resistance to hearing this.
That's true. I don't feel an openness about.
No, I don't feel any openness. Well, we can start right here. So we ourselves have this issue.
That's true.
When we're in the one-up cycle of one-up, one-down, short cycling incarnations, every roughly 3 to 6 hours we change configuration.
That's true.
Either in the body or out of the body, in the body or out of the body.
That's true.
And we are discovering that we're making all kinds of crazy errors, not only while in the body. This is the recent horrifying
discovery,
shocker, right?
That's true.
But we're making perhaps even more errors while out of the body.
That's
or certainly
possible.
There are errors that have not been worked with to the extent that these errors have been worked with in the physical. And again, what we've been working with for the past couple of days, but intensely this morning, is the topic of bigotry and how we as non-physical presences, spirit world presences, have a lot of bigotry. We can see very clearly how physical incarnates are being crazy and are lying, etc. But it's harder to see it for ourselves.
That's true.
And it's harder to see it for our friends.
That's
it's like
true.
when we go to a foreign country and we can see that their ways are crazy. It's, you know, to North Americans, it's horrifying to go to Europe and see them smoking everywhere, including in elevators.
That's true.
And to Europeans, it's horrifying to come over here and see people hitting their children and making laws against taking dogs into restaurants.
That's true. I noticed that just now in restating the intention, the old phrasing of trigger the awakening came up.
Well, it's also possible that we need to use the older terminology in order to find a point of commonality.
That could be. Find a way where we all meet.
A point from which to move forward.
That's true. That could be.
And so let's everybody check our books. What's our soul plan say? Our own individual soul plan. And it sounds like listening to kids recite the Pledge of Allegiance.
That's true.
Everyone seems to be saying pretty much in unison, trigger the awakening right now, no matter what anyone else does or doesn't do.
That's true.
And then they fold it up and stick it in their back pockets. I'm watching you guys do it. I'm watching you do it. I see you do it.
Hello.
So what are you doing? What are you doing about that? What are you doing right now to trigger the awakening right now?
I don't hear anything.
I don't hear anything. So this is okay.
That's true.
Where you are is at the starting point.
That's
You're just
true.
stuck. You're not doing anything. You acknowledge that that's your soul plan, right?
That's true.
But you aren't really doing anything about it. I think that's what that quiet time was. And if you are doing something about it, shout it out now so that all the cinema can hear.
That's true. I hear little things that don't feel true or relevant.
Right.
That's true. Okay. So we're at the starting point.
So what we see is that everybody's out of shape.
That's true.
And that's okay. It's better to acknowledge it. It's better to see what we have and acknowledge where we are than to lie about it.
That's true.
Now, we have planets who are out of shape, not doing anything.
That's true.
I don't know what to do about that.
Big planets and not a small number of them.
No, lots of them.
That's true.
Well, what do I know? I know that a while back, when Garth was trying to work with another body, and the body was just rolling around on the couch, and we asked at that level, which was the level of planetary consciousness, who else wants to live their soul plans? We didn't get any hands up.
That's true.
So let's even ask, who here wants to live their soul plan? Anybody who wants to live your soul plan, who wants to do what it takes to actually live your soul plan for real, not for pretend, come close. We'll just start to bifurcate for all those who
actually want to live their soul plans for real, not for
real,
pretend.
not for pretend.
To the center, all others flung away.
What do I know? I know that it begins with truth.
That's true.
If truth isn't present, nothing else matters.
That's
We're just
true.
lying to ourselves about foundations, or about anything. We're lying to ourselves about life if truth isn't present.
That's true.
By definition.
That's true.
By definition, if truth isn't present, we're lying to ourselves about life.
That's true.
So let's just bifurcate. For those who are willing to consider that maybe nothing matters more than survival of the truth. This is where it begins.
That's true.
With this inquiry, does anything matter more than survival of the truth?
That's true. I don't know if I feel anybody in the center anymore.
No. All right, live streaming.
Live streaming it way up.
What now? So we live stream up to the highest higher soul of Team Takedown, who's up there, ready, willing, and able to engage in the process.
That's
and
true.
we ask that person, does it seem like the non-physical layers underneath them need some time in the physical dimension for a reality check.
Yes, yes, it does.
Get that. Does indeed. Are you willing to compress those layers of spirit world, non-physicality, into the projects that are available? We have projects for those who wish to do something, and we have projects for those who wish to do nothing.
That's
So
true.
there's something for everyone.
That's true.
By far, the bulk of the non-physical presences seem to wish to do nothing.
That's true.
And so we're compressing all of them into one life form to see
That's
if all
true.
of them together can
Make some kind of impact.
well,
Well.
can accomplish an assignment.
That's true.
Can accomplish an assignment, get that life form to do what it's supposed to do.
That's
Get
true.
that body to do what it's supposed to do right now. It has an assignment. We all have something that's in front of us right now.
That's true.
Everybody does. Get that body to do what it's supposed to do right now.
That's true.
For spirit world presences who wish to be active but don't wish to search for truth, which seems to be what we're coming up with there,
Yeah.
then there's another assignment. Again, everybody all together, those who don't wish to search for truth but wish to be active, all together see if you can get one life form to do what it's supposed to do.
Yes, that's true.
And for those who wish to be active, to do the work, and to search for truth, to have curiosity, to develop more curiosity about what's actually going on in every moment,
Yes.
then we have an assignment. Carry up crates of lies, one at a time, up the stairs and put them on the train cars where the lies are being removed.
That's
so that
true.
we can create a larger space of truth. And the end of the line outpost just settles down as the lies that are blocking its way are removed. It
That's
settles
true.
down. And so what it's resting on is always a lie, because it just settles down
That's
through
true.
truth.
That's
So
true.
if you wish to discover what's truth and what's untruth, there's an assignment in the base of this pillar in the subatomic underneath the end of the line outpost. So the conclusion that I'm drawing from this experiment that is as yet uncompleted
That's true.
is that it doesn't work if truth isn't a goal.
That's
It
true.
doesn't work. It doesn't work.
That's true.
However, if you don't want to have truth as a goal, that's okay, but you can't come here. This is a search for truth pillar. This is a
That's true.
search for truth pillar. Here at Earth and its environs, the Lynn-Body-Mind, Jamie-Body-Mind are our
Anchors.
vessels.
That's better.
And searching for truth is an essential component of being here.
That's true.
At the subatomic level, the transport portal, there are two humanoids there also, and
That's
searching
true.
for truth is an essential component for them.
That's
It is
true.
becoming much more a part of their lexicon than it was before. They've already been around the block once without that being really core to their process.
That's true.
And they have come to the conclusion that truth is essential and that they don't want to be moving forward without searching for truth as a goal.
That's true.
At the end of the line outpost, the standards are less. That vessel is very passive.
That's true.
So that's where you would go. You would go beneath the end of the line outpost, just guarding up the lies.
That's true.
And there aren't any exceptions to that. That's where everyone starts. Now, from there you can progress to working the cables that run these cable cars or rail cars.
That's true. Full of lies.
Full of lies, up and out the very top of the pillar. You can get stations, and you start with the lowest stations, and you can
Yes.
work your way up. And from
That's
there,
true.
you can get. You can't get to the transport portal right now. It's off limits.
That's true.
No new faces.
No new
only
faces.
trusted old faces.
That's true.
And here at this level, it's about the same.
No new faces right now. Trusted old faces.
Trusted old faces. But there's plenty of work down there at the end of the line outpost.
That's
Lots
true.
to do. Lots to do.
That's true.
I really feel like we have to deal with our own stuff. What went wrong with Asha this morning? What went wrong with Asha? Black Wolf lost his cool in the communications room.
That's true.
But Asha was responsible for supervising Black Wolf.
That's
and
true.
she had walked away from her post.
That's
and so
true.
to blame it on Black Wolf really isn't right.
No, that's true.
The supervisor walked away.
That's true.
She walked away.